Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show. On this Valentine's Day, we will talk about the Valentine Day Test which happened between Pakistan and South Africa. This was on 14th of February and it happened at Newlands in Cape Town. So I'll talk about that match. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with that, and then we will look at some cricket news. So first, let me do a short report on the first day's play between Pakistan and South Africa in this Valentine's Day Test, which started at Newlands in Cape Town. Well, as far as this match was concerned, well, as you know, South Africa are actually 1-0 in the series, and for Pakistan it was very essential that they put up a good show. Well, if you look at the proceedings, how it panned out at stumps on day one, Pakistan, who actually lost the toss, South African captain Graeme Smith won the toss, surprisingly enough, but definitely his decision was really, I would say, well supported by the bowlers, because what the South African bowlers did, even though South Africa won the toss and elected to field, the South African bowlers early in the morning with the new ball were absolutely, I would say, unplayable, because they were moving the ball both ways, and basically what they were getting is late movement, and Vernon Philander was bowling superbly. And that was what happened. In fact, as far as Pakistan were concerned, they went with, they had the tall Mohammad Irfan actually making the debut. It was sad to see Younis Khan, one of the frontline bowlers there, out with an injury, and Mohammad Irfan, the 7 feet tall, made his debut. So he becomes the tallest player ever to play Test cricket. So congratulations to Mohammad Irfan, and I'm really very eager to look at how Mohammad Irfan comes up on this pitch. Well, as I said, the South African bowlers were absolutely unplayable. Dale Steyn was moving the ball. Vernon Philander, as you know, he moves the ball both ways, and he does it in his own way. And Markel was also bowling pretty. In fact, the wickets were all shared. In fact, Pakistan were reduced to 33 for 4 at one stage. Just talking about that, it all started with Nasir Jamshed, who was the first victim, as Philander actually coaxed him into a ball where Jamshed failed to move his feet, and he edged the ball to de Villiers. He was gone, caught de Villiers' ball, Philander for 3, and the score read 10 for 1. After that, Mohammad Hafiz was sucked in by an outswinger from Steyn, as he actually played it into the slips, and Graeme Smith took the catch, and he was gone for 17 with 1 boundary. Score was 21 for 2. 21 for 2 became 33 for 3 at Azhar Ali. Actually, it was a very poor shot from Azhar Ali. As I said, all the bowlers were getting some late movement, and that's what precisely Markel did. Markel actually lured Azhar Ali, and Azhar Ali went for a real drive at it, and actually got an edge. De Villiers took the catch, and he was gone for 4, thus making the score read 33 for 3. And Misbah-ul Haq, the captain, was gone, but he was not gone of an outswinger. He got a ball which actually stood up on him. Actually, it was a bouncer by Markel which reared up, and all that Misbah-ul Haq could do was to fend it, and short leg had taken the catch. It was Dean Elgar who took the catch, and Misbah-ul Haq, the captain, was walking out for a duck. So that made the score 33 for 4, and really justified what Graeme Smith did in actually winning the toss and electing to field, as the bowlers had ably supported that. But after 33 for 4, it looked like Pakistan, after looking at the conditions, it looked like probably Pakistan were getting memories of the first test. But let me tell you something here. Younis Khan, the experienced person, was in the middle, and as you know, he just hit form the other day in the emerging Cape Coast Brazil 11 match, and he was joined in by the young and talented Asad Shafiq. And what they did is not only negate the South African bowling, in the sense they took their own time at the crease, they grinded, and they were not taking any liberties, and they grinded 33 for 4 probably. And after the first hour, which probably it was told that the pitch might play easy, and that's what precisely happened. So that's the reason people were wondering that Graeme Smith, after winning the toss, why he didn't elect to bat and elected to field. But well, even though the first hour I thought the South African bowlers really stuck to their task and really helped Graeme Smith in his decision. But after that, as I said, the pitch started easing out, and that's the precise reason. But definite credit for Younis Khan and Asad Shafiq. What they did is they actually took this score from a very shaky 33 for 4 to 253 for 5 at stumps. In fact, this was a partnership which is the highest ever partnership done by Pakistan in South Africa. In fact, it's a 219 run partnership where both the batsmen actually scored centuries. The only difference being Younis Khan went on to make 111 with 7 fours and 3 sixes. And let me tell you, this innings of Younis Khan was a very good innings. It was very carefully built, and also he opened up. He hit some sixes of the bowling of Robin Peterson. In fact, the only time the Pakistan batsman actually got some liberties is when actually Robin Peterson was inducted into the attack, and that is the time they went after Robin Peterson. And Younis Khan, well, he was, as you know, he plays his drives superbly, so he was very good down the ground, and with his nudges and pushes. As far as Asad Shafiq was concerned, such an young and talented person. Today, the century that he got, he also got 111, but the difference being that Asad Shafiq was still there at close of play, batting on 111, with Sarfraz Ahmed, the wicketkeeper, had to score. Younis Khan, as I said, this partnership yielded 219 runs. So this was a brilliant partnership from Pakistan, because they not only rescued Pakistan, but really, I would say, just snatched the honours from South Africa. So South African honours were there only in the first session, in the first hour of play. But I thought Pakistan, by putting up this 219 run partnership, not only did that, they definitely negated what South Africa got in the initial stages. And looking at Younis Khan's innings, as I said, it was a very wonderful innings from Younis Khan. As far as Asad Shafiq was concerned, as you know, he's a very risky player. He definitely had a life. He tried to glance at Elgar Peterson. Elgar actually dropped the catch. But after the Asad Shafiq was shaky in his initial stay, he had to really be watchful. That's what he precisely did. And there was a phase till lunch. I thought the Pakistani innings was just meandering along, but after that, after tea, it really picked up. Asad Shafiq also started unveiling his strokes, growing in confidence there. And as I said, the spinner Robin Peterson, if you look at his figures, he was the one who was really taken for runs. His 19 overs had no maidens in that. 85 runs were taken off him. In fact, both the batsmen Younis Khan and the young and talented Asad Shafiq used the feet superbly to the spinner, and that's what they did. And Asad Shafiq, as you know, he was pretty risky, and also he was not afraid to loft the ball. He also lofted Peterson for a six. He played some very nice glances. He also played some strokes on the offside. It was good to see the young and talented Asad Shafiq. This was his third test century. Not only that, he has played 18 tests in 18 tests. This was his third test century, and all the 3 test centuries that Asad Shafiq has made has come abroad, and this is a century which would go a long way for Asad Shafiq in actually cementing his position into the Pakistan team. The reason being, he has done it against a world-class bowling attack like South Africa, which consisted of Dale Steyn, Vernon Philander and Moni Morkel, all quality bowlers. So Asad Shafiq would really have this memory in his knock, and he would be hoping that Pakistan can put up a good score, and probably tomorrow he can carry the innings along with the help of Sarfraz Ahmed, who is there, the wicket-keeper, and the other bowlers. In fact, what was a good thing for Pakistan was that both the batsmen, Younis Khan and Asad Shafiq, reached their centuries before the second new ball could be taken. So that was good for them. So once the new ball was taken, Younis Khan was the victim, as Vernon Philander got a ball which actually they had appealed for an LBW, and then it was given. It went for a review, and up came the review saying that Younis Khan was out, and he was actually caught. It was a good catch by de Villiers. He just took the catch as soon as it was going to hit the ground. So it was a wonderful catch from de Villiers. And Younis Khan, after making 111, and thought it was his 21st Test century, he's an experienced campaigner, as you know, and he was gone. Caught de Villiers, bowled Philander, 111. So at the close of play, Pakistan were well placed, I would say, after being 33 for 4 at one stage, 253 for 5, grabbing the honours from South Africa at the end of the day. Asad Shafiq on an unbeaten 111 with 14 fours and 1 6, and Sarfraz Ahmed, the wicketkeeper, had to score. They do have Umar Gul, Saeed Ajmal, Tanvir Ahmed and Mohammad Irfan to come, and there is still some batting left, I would say, because Umar Gul and Saeed Ajmal can bat a bit. And then let's just look at the bowling figures. The bowling figures, Dale Steyn 19 overs 7 maidens, 1 for 34 for Dale Steyn, bowled superbly. Vernon Philander was the pick of the lot, 21 overs 8 maidens, 45 runs and 2 wickets. Morne Morkel also chipped in, 16 overs 6 maidens, 37 runs and 2 wickets to him. And I thought it was 1 wicket to Morne Morkel, he got only 1 wicket. And Jack Scully's 13 overs 2 maidens, none for 34, 19 overs for 85 runs for Robin Peterson, the spinner. Elgar bowled 2 overs for 14 runs. So that was the match summary as far as the first day's play was concerned. Pakistan placed at 253 for 5. Going into tomorrow, they would resume with Asad Shafiq on 111. Now, the other news that I would like to talk about very quickly before this YouTube broadcast ends on this Valentine Day is, as you know, Bangladesh are going to be touring Sri Lanka, and they are going to be playing 2 test matches, 3 one-day internationals and 1 T20 game. And Sri Lanka had announced their test squad. Now, as you know, Mahela Jayawardene has decided that he is no longer going to be the captain in any format of the game. So the Sri Lankan cricket selectors, led by chiefs of selectors, Sanath Jayasuriya was on his first assignment, actually named Angelo Mathews as the captain of the Sri Lankan team for the test matches and the one-day internationals. And Dinesh Chandimal will be the captain for the T20s. And the vice captain in the test matches would be held by Lasith Malinga, and Dinesh Chandimal in the test would be the vice captain. And as far as the squad is concerned, they have selected an young squad. There is no place for Tilan Samaravira in the squad. There's no place for Taranga Parnavitana in the squad, and there are some new faces that you see. But what was very surprising was even Prasanna Jayawardene, the wicketkeeper batsman, who has a prolific test record, has not been given an opportunity, even though he has recovered from injury after that Australian tour. As far as the new caps are concerned, they have batsmen Ashen Silva and Kitturan Vittanage. They have seamer Dushmanta Chamira, and they have off-spinner Tarindu Kaushal, who has played a few matches, I reckon. And then they have wicket-keeper batsman Kushal Janit Pereira, and all-rounder Jivan Mendes. We all know what he has done. He has never played a test, but he has been included in the test squad too. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, on this note, your host Ram would like to end the cricket show for today. But again, promising you, dear cricket fans, friends and subscribers, I'll be back at you tomorrow with my Cricket Happening show on the second day's play between South Africa. And one more thing I would like to tell you, there's one more game coming up tonight, and that is going to be the third and final T20 match, and that is going to be a cruncher because, as you know, both the teams, New Zealand and England, are level. It is going to be played at the Westpac Stadium, and again, I'm told the ground is going to be small, so we can see some probably a raining of runs once again. And what is going to be interesting, as it's a crunch game, any team that wins that particular match would be taking the T20 series. So what a cruncher which is coming up, the final T20 match between New Zealand and England at the Westpac Stadium. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, on this note, your host Ram would end the cricket show for today. But again, before I leave, I would like to wish you all, dear friends and subscribers, and all the people who actually watch my Cricket Happening show on a very, very regular basis and are pretty loyal to my Cricket Happening show, a warm thank you to them and happy Valentine's Day. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the cricket show for today. See you all tomorrow. Until then, it's goodbye. Thanks.